and it could be a huge spoiler for the next Avengers 4 movie. I don't have any type of insider information, but I've got to warn you anyway, so you know, spoiler alert. So right off the bat, let me just say Loki is not impersonating Bruce Banner. You can check out my last video where I give you a number of reasons why that theory just does not add up. Check the description for the link to that video, or you can click right up there. Next thing we can clear up, Hulk was not afraid of Thanos. I must admit, it does sound pretty convincing to believe that the reason why Bruce Banner can't turn into the Hulk was because the Hulk was afraid of Thanos. I mean, we've never seen the Hulk get whooped that bad before on the big screen. However, the evidence simply doesn't hold up. We've seen Hulk get beat and knocked down before, and we know that time and time again, he doesn't give up. Hulk will continue to fight and get madder even if he is outmatched at that time. So if Hulk's disappearance isn't because Loki is impersonating Banner, or because Hulk is afraid of Thanos, then why didn't we see Hulk show up in Infinity War? Well, Mark Ruffalo has a very simple answer. On the Late Late Show with James Corden, Ruffalo said, the only person or thing in the universe that Hulk is afraid of is Banner. And the only one who Banner probably dislikes more than anything else is Hulk. And they're headed for a showdown. So we can scratch off the idea about Hulk being afraid of Thanos, but that still doesn't answer why he doesn't show up in Infinity War. Well, the simple answer here is what Ruffalo was alluding to. Hulk hates Banner. Anyone who knows the history of Hulk and Bruce Banner, you'll know that they've always had a classic internal struggle for control. If we step back a bit, let me just mention an issue with the Hulk in the MCU. Right now, Universal Pictures currently owns distribution rights to the Hulk. That is the main reason why Marvel Studios is unable to give us a standalone Hulk movie. So instead, Marvel has been trying to tell a bunch of mini Hulk stories over the course of other MCU films. As a matter of fact, President of Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, has had this to say. It is something when we were talking to Mark about this movie and trying to get him excited and getting him to agree to be in Thor Ragnarok, I did pitch to him a potential sort of 3-movie arc for the character starting with this, and that is what we ended up doing. Now, I won't say where it goes, but it's the continuing evolution of the relationship between Banner and Hulk, and you see a side of it here. There's a great line in Thor Ragnarok. Banner says, "It's different this time. Usually it feels like we both have had a hand on the wheel, but this time Hulk was driving and I was locked in the trunk." So what we're seeing in Infinity War is part 2 of 3 of a bigger storyline for Hulk. The first part of this storyline started in Thor Ragnarok. Ruffalo expanded on this point by saying Thor Ragnarok is where it starts. It's basically a mini version of Planet Hulk, so the fans get that. And then we start to build on the separation between the Hulk and Bruce Banner. Now the Hulk can be his own character, and Banner can now start to be the person that he would be without having to be afraid of being excited all the time. So we start to get to know these two characters in a way that we didn't get to do before. Remember in Thor Ragnarok when Banner jumped out of the spaceship trying to turn into the Hulk, but instead landing hard on his face? If you study that scene, you'll notice that the only reason why Hulk came out was because Banner was unconscious. Even though that may have been covered up with some hilarious comedy, that was a sign of what's going on internally with the Hulk. The Hulk is tired of being controlled and bossed around by Bruce Banner, because ever since Avengers 1, Banner has been letting the Hulk come out only to fight. He's been using the Hulk, and the Hulk hates that. As Banner mentioned in Thor Ragnarok, usually both him and Hulk have control at the same time. But during Ragnarok, Hulk threw Banner in the trunk for about 2 years. So now it's just a big issue about who gets control. Does Banner get to use the body all the time, or does Hulk get to use the body all the time? So what we're getting from Thor Ragnarok, Avengers Infinity War, and the upcoming Avengers 4 film is a story about control between Banner and the Hulk. In Avengers Infinity War, we hear Banner say something like, "Hulk, we're gonna have to work this out, buddy." If I had to guess, in Avengers 4, both Hulk and Banner are going to find a way to share control of their body. Because ever since Avengers 1, the MCU has not shown Hulk any level of respect. They continuously prop him up to be the strongest there is, and then they use Hulk as a plot device to show how powerful or great someone else may be. I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if they do something to have Captain Marvel show up the Hulk in some way, just to establish how great she is. Hopefully Marvel will redeem the Hulk big time in Avengers 4 and give him an epic scene that will help make up for the past couple of movies. Many fans might recall the different transformations of the Hulk in the comics. We got Planet Hulk in Thor Ragnarok, a bit of Savage Hulk in Age of Ultron, so I'm betting that we see